The man who built his empire in a garage just got handed the keys to one of NASCAR's most legendary tracks. And he hasn't even started the engine yet. What you're about to hear isn't a feel-good story. It's a calculated takeover. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the most powerful people in NASCAR are quietly nervous about what this YouTube guy is pulling off, and what he's planning that nobody is talking about yet. Before we get into the full breakdown, if you follow motorsports, car culture, or just love watching underdogs shake up an entire industry, hit subscribe right now. Because this channel is the only place breaking down the Cleetus McFarland story the way it actually deserves to be told. You don't want to miss what's coming next. A man walks up to a microphone in front of tens of thousands of screaming fans at Michigan International Speedway. He looks out at the crowd. He lifts the mic, and he delivers the most famous words in motorsports. "Gentlemen, start your engines." Then he walks directly to his race car and goes racing. That man is Cleetus McFarland, a YouTube creator, a garage mechanic, a guy who built his entire career making videos about muscle cars and burnouts and blowing up engines for the internet. And Michigan International Speedway didn't invite him as a guest. They didn't give him a tour. They didn't ask him to wave a flag from the stands. They made him the Grand Marshal. The president of Michigan International Speedway said it himself. This is a perfect pairing. Bringing a wheelman like Cleetus McFarland to the heart of the automotive capital of the world. But here's what nobody is asking out loud yet. How did a YouTube personality get here this fast? And more importantly, where does this road actually end? Where it started? To understand how big this Michigan moment is, you have to go back to February. Daytona International Speedway, the start of the 2026 NASCAR season. Cleetus McFarland shows up for his Truck Series debut. This isn't an exhibition. This isn't a celebrity lap. This is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, one of the 3 national touring series under the NASCAR umbrella. Real races, real drivers, real consequences. Lap 1, Turn 1, 36 trucks all fighting for position at the same time. He gets collected in a wreck and finishes 37th. After the race, Cleetus doesn't spin it. He doesn't say it went great and he learned a lot. He says it was insane from the start, that they were immediately 3 wide and he wasn't expecting it at all. That honesty matters, because that moment at Daytona wasn't a failure. It was an education delivered at full speed with no warning. And what a driver does after that moment tells you everything about who they actually are. Cleetus McFarland went back to work. The progression nobody saw coming. While the Truck Series story was still at Chapter 1, Cleetus was building a completely separate racing resume in the ARCA Menard Series. And this is where the story starts getting genuinely difficult to explain away. ARCA at Daytona in February. He finishes 11th. ARCA East at Rockingham. He finishes 4th. Then Talladega, the ARCA Menard Series at one of the most dangerous and unpredictable tracks in American motorsports. A place where Cup Series veterans crash out, where Superdraft strategy separates the smart from the fast, where a single wrong move at 200 miles per hour ends your day in the wall. Cleetus McFarland finishes 2nd. Second place at Talladega. His team owner at Rhett Jones Racing doesn't say it to generate headlines. He says it because it's what he actually witnessed, that Cleetus had come further faster than almost anyone they had worked with at that stage of development. Think about what that means. A professional racing organization. People who develop drivers for a living. Watching a YouTube creator climb their learning curve faster than almost everyone who came before him. This is not a publicity stunt anymore. This is a driver developing in real time. The RCR deal and the moment Kevin Harvick's jaw dropped. At the same time the ARCA results were stacking up, something else was being announced that genuinely shocked the NASCAR world. Cleetus McFarland signed a multi-race deal with Richard Childress Racing in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Let that land for a second. Richard Childress Racing, the organization where Dale Earnhardt won 6 of his 7 championships. The team where Kevin Harvick rebuilt a career from nothing after the most devastating loss in NASCAR history. One of the most storied programs in the sport. When the deal was announced, Kevin Harvick had Cleetus on his Fox Sports show to break the news live on air. Harvick's reaction to the news was one single word. What? Complete disbelief. Because the idea of a YouTube content creator landing a contracted multi-race deal with RCR isn't something that fits into any framework of how NASCAR works. It doesn't follow the rules of how careers are built in this sport. There is no template for this. But there it was. In writing, a 2-year part-time deal through 2027. 3 races per season. Not a one-day tryout. Commitment. What happened when he actually raced for RCR? The O'Reilly debut came at Rockingham. He finishes 32nd. Nashville follows and he finishes 35th. Now here's where most people stop reading. 2 races, 2 bottom-half finishes, story over. But look at what actually happened inside those races. At Rockingham on lap 4, he saves a spin that would have ended the race for most drivers at his experience level. Car control under pressure. In a race car, not a burnout video. At Nashville, he spins on the final lap of stage 1 while he's actually fighting for the lucky dog position, meaning he was racing for something, not just surviving. A pit road incident costs him a drive-through penalty when the car rolls off the jack and drags it out of the stall. And through every single one of those moments, he stays on the radio. He keeps saying he's not giving up. He keeps saying he's going to figure it out. After Nashville, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who was on the Prime Video broadcast, walks directly to Cleetus's car on pit road and tells him that this has happened to every single driver and to keep doing what he's doing. And then Jr. says publicly that Cleetus was noticeably better at Nashville than he was at Rockingham, and that he would keep getting better. When the son of the greatest driver in NASCAR history validates you by name on a national broadcast, something real is happening. This is not a segment. This is not a content moment. Jr. said it because he believed it. Michigan and why this weekend is different from everything before it. Michigan International Speedway is a 2-mile superspeedway. Everything happens faster here. The margins for error are smaller. Drivers who aren't comfortable at speed in close quarters get found out immediately because there is nowhere to hide at Michigan. This is Cleetus's 2nd Truck Series start of the season, and he will be sharing the track with drivers who have spent years building laps at this exact facility. Drivers who know every line, every bump, every quirk of a track that has been hosting NASCAR events for decades. The field he is walking into does not care that he has millions of subscribers. They do not care that he finished 2nd at Talladega in ARCA. They are going to race him as hard as they race everyone else, and Michigan will show exactly where he is right now as a developing driver. But here's what makes this weekend unlike anything Cleetus has faced before. He isn't just a competitor this weekend. He is the attraction. The track's own president described him as a natural-born entertainer and one of the biggest names in racing today. You don't say that about someone you're using for a one-day promotional moment. You say that about someone whose presence actually moves people through the gates. Michigan is betting that Cleetus McFarland puts fans in seats before a single engine fires. And in the automotive capital of America, home of Ford, GM, Chrysler, the entire American car industry, Cleetus McFarland is the most famous car person alive on the internet. This isn't a gimmick booking. This is a natural match between a personality and an audience that already speaks the exact same language. The bigger picture and what nobody is talking about yet. Michigan is not the end of the 2026 Truck Series story. Cleetus is already confirmed for Talladega in October. Map it out. Daytona in February. Michigan in June. Talladega in October. 3 marquee tracks. 3 of the most significant venues on the entire NASCAR schedule. This is not a random collection of race entries. This is a program being constructed with intention. And here is the part that changes everything about how you look at all of this. Cleetus McFarland has never been quiet about where this road is supposed to end. He wants to race the Daytona 500. Not as a promotional entry, not as a celebrity start. He wants to earn it. He wants to qualify. He wants to line up on the grid of the most famous race in American motorsports as a legitimate competitor. Look at what he has built in a single calendar year. A top 2 ARCA finish at Talladega. A 2-year RCR deal. 2 Truck Series starts with a 3rd already booked. Grand Marshal duties at a Cup Series weekend. An audience of millions already watching every single lap. Drivers have taken longer roads to reach Daytona. None of them arrived with a built-in audience already invested in the journey. Michigan is the next chapter. Talladega is after that. And somewhere further down this road, the Daytona 500 is waiting. The only question left, and this is what you need to stay locked in for, is whether the sport lets him get there, or whether the establishment pushes back before he reaches the door. Because something is shifting inside NASCAR right now that nobody is saying out loud yet. And what happens at Michigan this weekend will tell you exactly which direction this is heading. Stay with this story. It is far from over.